Hey there. I thought of making this a first kiss tag video, but then decided that's probably too personal a subject for me to be putting people on the spot. So, if anyone wants to comment or make a video response, it'll be welcome, though I understand that it could be a hard subject to talk about, especially if the person you had your first kiss with isn't the person you're currently with. It could be a bit awkward. Now, I don't have that problem because it just so happens that the first person I ever kissed is the person I'm married to, which is nice. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit of a story about that. If I haven't mentioned before, my wife's name is Ruth. We met at Cornell in 1991 in February. I was 21, she was 19. I was a junior, she was a freshman. And shortly after we met, it came to my attention that she was interested in me. Now, despite the fact that she was interested in me and I knew this, things still did not go smoothly. Probably there's a good reason why I was 21 years old and had never kissed a girl yet. I wasn't exactly Mr. Smooth. So yeah, I managed to mess things up to such an extent in my attempt to court her initially that she basically told me that she would never go out with me under any circumstances. I messed things up that badly. This woman who eventually married me and decided to have children with me, at one point wanted nothing to do with me, at least in a romantic sense. But she did say she wanted to remain friends, and I took her at face value on this. I didn't give up. And I know that if a girl rejects you and you don't give up, that kind of makes you kind of stalkerish. But I was not being stalkerish in this case. I just said, hey, pretty girl wants to be my friend. I should just take it at face value and move on from there. So, went along, met her a few times with her friends for lunch during the week. Actually, when I first rejected me, I wrote a couple of stalkerish kind of letters, and then but then as we got to the friendship phase, I wrote her some more letters kind of explaining what was on my mind, apologizing for my previous behavior. And I guess whenever I wrote in those letters and whatever I did when I met her, I guess it kind of worked in a way I wasn't even expecting. Because we met in February. On April 5th of 91, that night she gave me a call and said she wanted to meet me to have dessert at this little dessert shop called Cafe Decadence. And so I get there, and it's not just her, but it's Ruth and her friend Amy. Now, she had brought her friend Amy along, apparently, to give an independent assessment of me. I guess she kind of wanted a second opinion. Ruth was thinking that maybe she did want to go out with me, and she wanted Amy, I guess, to give her opinion. So we had our dessert and all that, and then we parted again. And I assume after that, Amy and Ruth spoke. And I don't think Amy watches these videos, but Amy, if you are watching this, I want to thank you, because whatever you said, it apparently helped me out. Here I am, married to her, so thank you. You did, whatever you said, thank you. Because the next night, this would be April 6th, Ruth gave me a call and said that she wanted to meet me. Now, I lived it's close to midnight, and I lived about a half hour away, but of course I was going to head my way up there, walk up there. A friend of mine actually volunteered to drive me, so I accepted. That was nice. I got myself up there quicker. But, despite the fact that Ruth had essentially, she'd asked me out the night before, and I knew she had been interested in me, I was very much a pessimist in things of romance because of the way things had gone for me in the past. So I went up there expecting that she was just going to sit down with me and, like other girls had done, told me, nope, it's never going to work, I'm sorry, we can still be good friends, blah, 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 blah. I thought she just wanted to meet with me to reiterate that so I hadn't gotten a false impression about the night before. So we find a nice secluded spot, and we sit down and we start talking, and I'm getting ready for the whole rejection thing, and all of a sudden she tells me, she thought about it and she decided that she would like to start going out with me. And I was like, cool, oh, this is so awesome, right? Right, so I'm very psyched about this, so, we talk a bit more, and then I, take her hand, and I start walking her back, to her dorm. And we get to, the entrance of her dorm. And I'm like, well, this is cool. We're going to go out. This is, I'll ask her out. We'll go on a date soon. This is really neat. But I wasn't really expecting anything, that night. I was just so psyched, and I don't want to be too forward or anything, right? So I'm like, oh, hold her hand. I tell her, I can't wait to see her again, and I'm about to see her off. And she stops, and she looks right at me and goes, "Aren't you going to kiss me?" I was like, "Okay." And inside I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." But no, I was like, "Okay." And, and so, she lets me into, we got to find a secluded spot. So she lets me into her dorm, which, by the way, was an all-girls dorm. So we get in, we got to find a nice secluded spot, and we find some empty lounge with the lights off, and we go into the lounge together, and that's where I had my first kiss. And not going to get any details of the kiss or anything like that. I probably said too much, but I just wanted to give you the little story behind that. It's once again, it's amazing how close you can come to having something wonderful actually not happen, but then it does happen, and it's just a great thing. So everyone out there, keep the faith, and first kisses are a good thing. And as I said, if anyone wants to tell me a story or comment, go right ahead. I'd appreciate it. And hey, didn't make a Christmas video this year, so Merry Christmas to everyone, and Happy New Year to everybody. And hope I can make some more videos soon. It's been pretty busy. Boys have been up late a lot. Haven't had a chance. It's like 11:30 or something now, and everyone's asleep, so I have a chance to make a video. But very often during this vacation, I haven't had a chance. So, but I'll try to get to that. In any case, folks, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.